Shakur, you want some sound advice without anybody tearing you down? Here you go, bro. Listen up.
Shakur Stevenson is a very good fighter, but you got to learn, and I will hope he will pay attention to this because this is going to mean a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
His feet are good, but sometimes they take him too far out of range to be able to come back and counter.
Mm-hmm.
The last guy he fought, the guy was a good puncher, so when he was jumping back, he was jumping too far back out of range to where he couldn't come back and get something right away. You know what I'm saying? And for the fans, it starts to look bored.
That's how I'd say. I feel like he was running.
He really ain't running. He just don't understand that distance. Somebody got to teach him. And I would teach him if they ever brought him to me to teach him. But he got to understand what I'm trying to tell him. I'm not trying to criticize him.
Right.
But when you say something bad, they take this criticism.
Right.
No, son. You got to understand how to not jump. Okay. People know what the thing that dig the hole, the excavator, right?
Yeah.
If you move that thing back too far, you can't reach the job.
Right.
It's got to work, but it got to stay on the job while it work.
Right.
You can't take it out of, if you working with this, because this part keeps it on the job, the feet. This do the work. If you take the thing and move it back, it's off the job. It can't work no more. So if you move back every time off the job, it ain't gonna never get no work done. So now it's gonna become boring. Why? It ain't doing nothing. It start on the hole, then it move to another. It start on the hole, then it move to another. When we gonna get a pond dug? We're not, because it's taking off the job too much.
Yeah.
You gotta leave it on the job for it to get a pond dug. And that's his only thing. He a great fighter. He got great eyesight. He has great reaction time. He gonna be a great fighter. He just gotta figure out how to use them feet a little different.
Let's go back real quick to what he said about your fights are boring to some people. It was respectful, it was professional, and it was honest, constructive criticism. Let's go back to that, what he said real quick.
So when he was jumping back, he was jumping too far back out of range to where he couldn't come back and get something right away. You know what I'm saying? And for the fans, it starts to look bored.
For the fans, aka casuals, it starts to look boring. Who are the casuals? People like Cam and Mase. I get it. Cam and Mase have a big platform, but there are people walking out of your fight, bro. All right? Are you going to go ahead and threaten them? Right? Strap up and let's go fight on the street. You're going to threaten them? And everybody that criticizes your fight as being boring. Right? It's again, you're selective. You, Jay Prince, are selective to who you choose to pick your battles with. And that's pretty sad because, you have so much wisdom around you. I don't even think there's any other boxer out there that has as much wisdom that you have access to on just one phone call away. You got Jay Prince, you got Floyd Mayweather Jr., you got Andre Ward, you got Terrence Crawford, you got all these Hall of Fame entities that are one phone call away that can give you infinite knowledge about the game, infinite knowledge about decorum, infinite knowledge about how you carry yourself, infinite knowledge about how to receive criticism, right? How to engage or disengage when it comes to adversity, right? They have this wealth of knowledge they can give you, but yet this is how you respond to criticism, with threats. And then your quote unquote elder, Jay Prince, no better. He obliges and enables your behavior. As a matter of fact, just like May said, the roles are reversed. 27-year-old Shakur Stevenson is telling a 6-year-old what to do, sending him on a mission on Shakur's behalf. That's incredibly sad. And the thing about it is that, again, you have all of these folks of wisdom around you. Two things are happening, and I said this before, two things are happening with all the wisdom that you have around you. Is either they're telling you great information and you're not listening, right? They're telling you great information or you're not listening, or they're telling you this information, right? And you just, for whatever reason, you don't want to apply it, right? It's one of those two. Because again, they're just one phone call away. There's a video, which I'm not going to play, but there's a video of Terrence Crawford giving you some great advice after your last fight, right? He's telling you that you should throw your hands more, things of that nature. And you, guess what? You weren't listening. It's really no excuse. You're 27 years old, bro. Like, the thing about Shakur, I mean, he looks very young for his age. He looks like he's 18 years old. He just has a young face, right? Your temperament, again, you have a very toddler-like temperament. And I just mean that. I mean that respectfully. You have a toddler temperament because any kind of form of criticism your way, depending on who it is, because you're selective, just like you and Jay Prince, you guys pick and choose your battles of who you want to respond to, right? And based off who you want to respond to, just like Cam and May said, you think that Cam and Mace are weak because you pick and choose to respond to Cam and Mace regarding the fight, right? But everybody else you ignore, okay? On Jay Prince's side, where is the smoke with the biggest battle of probably the last decade or 20 years with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, where Jay Prince, you have close ties to Drake, but yet you are as quiet as a church mouse when it comes to defending Drake. But yet you want to respond to Cam and Mace for their opinion about the fight that happened 2 weeks ago. And y'all still talking about that. Your focus should be on, again, signing with the next promotional company, whether it be DAZN, TMT. I don't even know if Al Hammond and PBC are going to be in the bidding or not. I'm not even sure. But whatever the case may be, focus on that and focus on your next fight and focus on your craft and how you can improve your range and distance control. Being able to hit and not get hit, meaning that you don't want to get so far out of range where you can't counter, just like Roy Jones said. And that's something that you actually took in, pause. You received this constructive criticism and you acknowledged him. I saw your reply to Roy Jones. And so, again, man, it's about you. Hold yourself accountable, man. Stop blaming everybody else. Stop blaming external parties. Stop blaming the fighter, talking about the fighter doesn't want to engage, blah, blah. Just talk about you and what you could do to improve yourself as a fighter and as a man. Character, right? The guys that you should mold yourself after, these guys are the prototypes, the premier prototypes of class personified when it comes to Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford. Two guys are Hall of Famers that never get in trouble in terms of, outside of the ring. You never hear any controversy from these guys, right? At all. But yet you're not even willing to, these guys don't even have to tell you this is how you act. This is how, you respond to certain things. Just follow their example. So it seems to me you're not listening and you're not understanding how they move and how you can apply it to yourself on a day-to-day basis as a professional fighter. So again, man, hold yourself accountable, Shakur, bro. Like this is this back and forth with you, Jay Prince, and Mason Cam. This has to end. Just stop responding to criticism and focus on yourself. Get yourself back in the gym and become a better fighter. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. It's you. It's you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nobody wants to fight you not because they're scared. Nobody wants to fight you because you don't sell. It's simple, man. You don't sell. The Jay Prince numbers don't count, bro. They're talking about numbers don't lie. That was a free fight. Anybody can tune in. It wasn't pay-per-view. That's a free fight. The gate did 8,000. As far as last time I checked, it was 8,000 folks that attended your fight versus Jerron Boots Ennis, who broke the attendance record. Over 14,000 people showed up in Philly. Right? Because he is entertaining. They know stuff is going to pop off, whether he's going to knock somebody out or do some Matrix shit, or just his flash in terms of his punch selection is incredible as far as his offensive arsenal, because he puts on the show. You aren't that entertaining. Nobody's taking away your talent. You're a great fighter, a defensive wizard. You're a pure boxer, the sweet science. So folks like that are going to appreciate your talent. But from a casual fan perspective, you're not entertaining, right? And those are the folks that actually put money in your pocket, the casual fans. And those casual fans walked out on your fight. Right? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, just focus on yourself, bro. Stop blaming other people. Hold yourself accountable. Get back in the gym. Get better. And, you know, try to spark some interest in making yourself entertaining. I mean, you're one phone call away from Floyd. I don't even think Floyd needs to tell you. You can just look at his history when he came from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather. You saw the difference in personas. He made himself the heel and basically kind of made himself so intriguing as the villain that people were paying to see him lose. Even though when he became Floyd Money Mayweather, he wasn't knocking out people like that. But people were paying to see him lose. So maybe you may have to take that persona. Become the heel. But right now, you're just very temperamental at this point, you know? So, again, man, get back in the gym, get better, focus on yourself, soak up the knowledge between your elders that you got. You got a plethora of knowledge that you can get from those guys. And, yeah, man, just make yourself more viable that casuals want to see you perform. Simple as that. So those are my thoughts on that, man. Leave your comments down below, man, about this assessment of Shakur. I think he needs to grow up. So just focus on yourself. But let me know down below in the comment section, family. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing out. Peace.